I like to think of journaling methods as built-in prompts to guide us through our practice. I prefer to use a dotted notebook as opposed to a planner or a lined notebook because it gives so much freedom to switch between journaling methods, which creates a really unique and versatile book. I prefer to combine these methods into one book to ensure that my journals actually get filled instead of having a collection of notebooks with just a few pages filled out. Different days and moods require different journaling techniques. This course includes an exhaustive list of prompts that will give you plenty to journal about, but for now, let's discuss a few different popular journaling methods. Stream of consciousness. This method involves writing out whatever is on your mind. This is a great way to release feelings and get down ideas. When I was a teenager, this was my go-to method. This is still probably my favorite method of journaling. Just sit down and write whatever is on your mind. Micro-macro. Write out one thing that happened in the world today, any bit of news that you picked up that goes beyond yourself or your family, and then write down something that happened to you. This method is all about perspective. I like this approach because it's guaranteed to capture my thought on world events as they occur. It's especially nice to have a record of your initial reaction because as history evolves, so do our feelings about it. Interstitial journaling. Interstitial journaling is a method in which you write throughout the day. After the time, write down what you just did, how you feel about it, and what you're going to do next. This is a great method for project management. I've only recently started employing it, or at least calling it by this name, and I really, really like it. It's officially defined as journaling between the spaces. I always had the hardest time keeping track of my projects or gathering motivation to do them because I wanted everything to be so perfect. It's led to doing a lot of B-level activities and not focusing on the right things that actually matter. Interstitial journaling has really helped me with this. I think of it as a to-do paragraph. It's a very simple and effective formula that produces results and filled pages. It's really so simple, but it's also a total game changer. This method also pairs well with the Pomodoro method of time management. 5 senses. This is a great method for travel journaling. Write out what you can see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. This allows you to really capture the entire scene in detail. Try to write with as much detail as possible about a specific moment in your day. Find details. Ever wanted to be the main character in a novel? Now's your chance. Hone your writing skills by writing the most interesting scenes of your day in your journal. Is your life a mystery or a romance? Either way, this method is major main character energy. Nature journaling. The earth is a wonderful, ever-changing thing, and nature journals are a great way to capture the subtlety. You can note what plants are blooming, the weather conditions, and what the local wildlife is up to. Many great books were written on nature journaling, and one of my favorites is by John Muir Law. Illustrated journal. Art lovers rejoice. It's not necessary to actually write to have a great record of your life, and drawing has many health benefits, just like writing. Try sketching a picture that represents your day or your current emotions. It doesn't have to be beautiful to be meaningful. Commonplace Book. Commonplace books were commonplace back in the day. These books contain quotes and notes and recipes and give us great insight into the writer's life. If you can't find words of your own, try writing down someone else's. I'm always jotting down notes from things I read or quotes that I hear in my book. Writing things down helps me remember them better and gives me a great reference tool. I can't tell you how many times I've been grateful I've wrote down a family recipe when I wanted to make it years later. Logbook. Logbooks are used to track all sorts of activities. Pilots use a logbook to record the meticulous details of every flight. You can use a logbook to record your meals and workouts, your new baby's sleep and wake times and feeds and diaper changes. You can log art projects, or the miles you drive, or the trips you take. The world is your oyster. Logging is generally pretty quick to do, but gives a great detailed overview at a glance, which helps immensely with progression. Ledger. A ledger is basically a logbook for money. Have a sales goal? Trying to decrease your spending or learn more about your money habits? A ledger might be worth a try. Gratitude journal. Write out 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. These can be people, places, things, or even ideas. Line a day. This journaling method is particularly great for busy people or when you're just starting to build the habit. Write 1 sentence or line in your journal per day. I've personally never been very good at this type of journaling because I always have too much to say. Guided journal entries. Just like in a guided meditation, guided journals use pre-printed prompts to guide your writing. Prompts are often in the form of questions. To use this method, you simply write out your response to the questions in your journal. I find prompts really helpful when I'm trying to work through something specific. They're also nice if you've never journaled before and want to fill up a book with your opinions or parts of your life story.